my name is Hadiza Galadima. I live in Suffolk in Virginia. I'm from Niger, but Americans would say Niger. So I'm currently a professor of biostatistics at Old Dominion University. I came to the US to pursue education. So ever since I was a teenager, I knew I wanted to go for higher education in the US. So I did my undergraduate studies, graduate studies, including my PhD in the US. Life was beautiful in Niger. The country was peaceful back then. Your neighbors are pretty much part of your family, and your whole neighborhood is involved in your education, your well-being, just like close family. In Niger, we tend to mix culture and religion a lot. So for me and my family, for every religious celebrations that we would normally celebrate in Niger, we try to create the experience to be as close as the way we would celebrate it in our homeland country. So as far as what I brought, those celebrations, the food has to be traditional food, to be very close again to what we would usually eat in Niger. And those food would include cocktails, ire, dambu, hura, malpu, and so on. I think I would be fine. I would actually be very fine because so many people in my family, my friends in Liverpool have not immigrated and they're doing extremely well. For me, the plan was to come to the US, get educated, and go back home. So I have really never considered living anywhere else. I would say it was a little bit harder than what I expected. Coming from a French speaking country, it is completely different from what I was used to, right? And then you have to go through English classes, learn English first before you start taking your first classes in college. So there's so many things that I did not see before coming to the US that I was not aware of. Do your research to know about the law and the immigration rules of the host country. It is really important. Also, do your research to know what is okay to say and what is not okay to say. So, for example, in my culture, it's totally fine to refer to a people or to a person by the way they look, calling a person like, hey, fat boy, come here. Hey, dark skinned girl, how are you? It is fine, but, in certain countries, it's considered rude. So I think again, do your research. You don't want to come across as a rude person, but also you don't want to break the rules. My family, my friends, my neighbors, these are really the people that I miss a lot. I miss the social life, I would say. So, coming from Niger, if you want to socialize, there are always people you can go to. You don't have to kind of announce yourself, you just show up and you're so welcome. So the culture here is a little bit different. I came here young, so young, I was excited to come to the US. That's it. I don't think I can think of anything that I left behind me. One person that I could remember, it was my academic advisor when I first started my undergraduate studies in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So I did not know that I could transfer at that time any international college credit toward my education in the US. He brought that to my attention. He showed me the way how to do it, and that saved me a lot of time and money, I would say, so which was really important for an international student. So, again, along my education curve, I have met so many wonderful people, Americans, that really showed me the way and helped me to kind of adjust easier in this country. It's still underdeveloped. So you would find some of the beautiful traditional villages. The constructions are still entirely made of clay and earth. So in the nature, there's really a high chance for you to kind of to come up close to wild giraffes, for example, in Niger. So you can experiment the nature in its beauty, in its natural state. I will say Saraunia Mangu, and I will leave it there. So I hope the curious minds will look her up. But she was, a powerful queen who emerged when the European colonial powers were trying to conquer and exploit the African continent.